the Leo and Danny show.
What do you think about the devil being in mainstream media?
People use that because it's edgy, and it gets a reaction from a lot of people. So they use that to.
But you don't think it's detrimental to God's cause?
I just find it weird that people rep Satan when he's like the god of rape and murder,
rape and murder,
and like all these things that they're opposed to, and I'm like, that's sort of like.
Well, the devil was in you earlier, Austin.
He likes
all right?
raping people.
Yeah, it was.
Right?
Right on the top of the show.
Yeah.
Satan is not a good guy.
Do you think the devil
but-
got in? What?
I was gonna
Do you
say
think the
Satan's
devil
not a good
was
guy,
in? Do you think Satan was a little bit in Austin earlier today?
Well, if you go by most interpretations of the Bible, there's a little bit of him in everyone. So yeah, you could say that's true.
We should bring Chad in, our ghost hunter. I think Austin was demonically possessed.
I agree, and
his eyes got really big.
Dude, something came over me. I don't even know.
Well, it was fucking scary.
I think we got a video, and I think you're going to be dressed as a priest the entire time, Logan.
Okay.
Logan,
Wouldn't it be funny if he was dressed as like one of those like medieval priests every time he's on the pod, dude?
yeah, absolutely. Or in a main channel video.
Yeah.
I am curious of this phenomenon of clearly. I mean, there are 3 Christians before us. Christian men like the channel. Can you tell me about that? Because I feel like a lot of stuff I do, maybe less so now. We haven't rated a church service in a while, for instance. It's getting less non-Christian. But how do you feel about it as a religious man?
But before I say anything, I do have to say that we often do say that God is on our side when we do videos. We do feel that there's an entity that's on our side. When we do
100%.
videos. Yeah,
100%.
And I say it's God. I do wear a rosary or a cross every single shoot, just for the travel and stuff like that, because I am religious, sort of.
Catholic?
Anyway, I'm Catholic, exactly.
Catholics are cool.
As long as we repent, baby. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Unlike you, I don't need to go to a priest to talk to God. So
Right. That's cool. I need to go to a priest, and I should do a confession.
You just got to time it. Just 5 minutes before you die.
That's right,
It's
dude.
the most ridiculous loophole ever.
It's a great loophole. You need it too. You need it too.
To
And then-
repent?
Yes, but then we'll just spend time in purgatory. We won't go straight to heaven. We'll spend time in like the waiting room.
Who do you think leads a less Christian lifestyle, me or you?
Because of your porn, I think it's still me.
I only
think it's
jerk
still
off to
me.
titty porn now.
Okay, that's
I
good.
jerk off just
It's
to
not
titty
the
models.
weird. All right. I would say that probably me. I litter more than you. I know that.
That's God cares about the animals.
I don't know if God. I don't know what God cares
Well,
about.
Noah
That's the
cared
problem.
about the animals, and he was a servant of God, right?
I think I have a heart, but then when I see you around Brando, you have the same. I mean, you feel the same things about the.
I love
Brando.
doggies.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love your kitty.
Yeah. So you love animals. So it's I don't know.
Except
I don't know.
earthworms.
Earthworms.
There was-
I think I've treated women a little worse than you have. Probably.
Yeah, I had my days in college where I was
You
a
wait a
complete
second.
frat guy dude.
I forgot you. Yeah, no. We're the same.
It's pretty
We're the same.
close.
It's close.
It's pretty close.
To touch on your question, though, I would say I think a lot of the reason why Christians are a fan of the channel and stuff like that is because Christianity is one of the only like bastions or communities of people that are still like there is this idea of what a man is supposed to be, like you should be strong like Samson and all this stuff. And then there's all this stuff in society that just wants you to be a fucking weak soy boy, fucking commie cuck. And the Bible doesn't really, vibe with that shit.
That's fair. That makes a lot of sense.
So the Bible's based.
The Bible's hella based, dude.
Yeah.
It's the source of all base knowledge.
It absolutely makes sense that Christians tend to be conservative, and right now conservatives are more inclined to find our channel funny. That
So-
totally makes sense.
Is that what it is, or let's hear your
I would
take?
agree, but before I get to that, I think Leo doesn't go to a confessional as much as he should because he can't get past the parking lot.
You're getting blown in church parking lots?
I mean, yes, that's the most exciting parking lot to get blown, Danny.
I feel like I fucked
It's
in front of
also
a church.
it is don't ever do that because it is a felony,
Yeah,
right? It's a
I was
felony.
going to say it's also super convenient because you get blown in the parking lot and then go inside and get forgiven.
Yeah.
There is
And
a
if you're a
law.
priest, you can get blown inside the church and then stay inside and get forgiven.
There is I believe there's a law about you can't be a certain distance from a church.
Again, you just have to be molesting the boys inside.
Inside. Yeah.
Okay, there
With
is
your
a
cock out.
problem a lot with priests and stuff like molesting boys and then they covering it up and stuff. But if you look into the statistics, like you're more likely to get molested by your teacher in school than you are like a Catholic
I think
priest.
family members like a creepy uncle's number one.
I think it's the hypocrisy because I mean it's frowned upon for school teachers to bang their students, but it is against God to fuck the candle boy.
Well, that's
altar
true
boy.
too, but there is like a really big issue with them trying as hard as they could to like save face and cover the asses of the people who got caught when they totally should have like turned them over to the authorities or whatever.
Right.
Logan, were you molested as a altar boy?
I wasn't. I was never Catholic, so I wasn't molested as an altar boy.
All right, cool. So continue though. What do you think about this? Why do you think what does a religious man feel about Danny overall?
Yeah.
Well, we saw his Reddit posts, except for the ones he deleted.
I hope he didn't, dude. If he deleted like 6 or 7 hate ones real quick, dude.
I'm sure if he did do that, I'm sure there are people who are familiar with him on Reddit who can dig those accounts up, and we'd maybe hear about it.
Yeah, I read quite a few of his posts, so if you have any information about this man, you DM it to me, buddy. And then next week, we'll have him tied up, hog-tied on that couch, and me and Danny will just be ruthlessly beating his ass on the podcast.
You have anything you want to confess over there?
Not really. It's just I have some political views that aren't popular.
What's that?
I don't really think I have a political ideology that I can gravitate to, mostly because I have opinions that on different issues that are just deal breakers with that ideology.
You don't like the homeless.
Closer to the mic.
Yeah,
Closer to the mic. Get right up in there, dude.
Yeah, so most right-wing ideologies won't have me because I don't have a strong opinion on abortion.
Okay.
And most right-wing ideologies are very vehemently pro-life. And also on abortion, most left-wing ideologies won't have me because I don't like abortion and don't think people should have them.
Okay, so
But
you're like the Tim Pool.
Yeah,